Hey, Jules here, and I want to talk to you about some snare drums I've got available. I've got four designer series, and I've got a D500, which was technically a phonic. And the D500 is a reissue from '93, and it had the hella die-cast hoops, and the snare gates would allow the throw off to be threaded through the hoops. So you could do a head change without having to unscrew the snare wires from either side. Made it real convenient. Of course, these days they've got better ways of doing that. But this is a ferro-manganese seamless shell 14 by 5 snare drum, and it is at the top of my list of my favorites over the years. It's absolutely one of my three favorites. I bought one brand new back in '93, and so I've got this. It's going to get some work done to it, and I've got these four designer series drums in the red stain, or stained red, I think they called it. We've got a 4 inch and a 6.5. And in the green, or stained green, we've got a 4 inch and a 5 inch. All of these have everything here has the hella die cast hoops. On the 4 inch, that looks like it could be Azure instead of stained green, but actually in person, it looks green blue, and it's kind of an anomaly. And I'll get better pictures of that. I've been going through these meticulously. All the rubber gets a silicone chemical bath, which rejuvenates and restores it. You can't buy the APS like they made it back then. The SQ2 APS is a little different. It can be adapted to work with the designer series rubber, or shells rather. But anyway, everything I've touched so far has turned out great. Chemical bath for the rubber, which really adds a lot of years back to the rubber, and the rubber's all been in good shape to start with. The chrome has turned out excellent. All the chrome so far, the finish has been great. It cleaned up very nicely, as have the shells. A lot of this stuff has been toured. The green stuff could have been out on the road with Foreigner. The red stuff, the red stain stuff, I'm really not sure about. But it's all been used, and it was all very well taken care of. I've had one shell that had a little blemish in it, but it was out of the way and it was minor, no big deal. And these are going to turn out really nice on the designer series drums. When I get finished, I'm probably looking at $1,000 to $1,100 shipped on those. On the D500, depending on how it turns out, that is a very rare drum from that era, and I mean, I'd never see them for sale. That's probably going to be a $1,500 drum. If you see one you like, I can push it up to the priority list, and or on the priority list, and knock it out next time I have a pretty day. There's a lot of chemicals involved in the way I do this, and that's going to be a separate video too. I'm going to do a video of what all I do to get these things back to as close as original mint condition as possible. And the process has worked really well. I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of people don't know me, but I've been around. I was a dealer 20 years ago, and before that, even buying and selling things. So, back to doing what I love, and I have a passion for this. So it's not a once over where I take a rag and wipe off all the crap and try to make it look good. I go through these very meticulously, and everybody has been very pleased with the results so far. And I don't intend to screw that up now. So if you see one you like, contact me, drumandstage@gmail.com. Let me know which one you like. We'll discuss pricing. If you've got a trade, I might can take a trade. I can't give you the same value on your trade item as I expect to sell it for. That makes no sense. We're wasting shipping charges. And why would I want to double the work to sell something to come out the same as I would? If you're trying to sell me, if you're trying to trade a $300 drum and you want $300 worth of value, it just really increases my efforts to come out the same. It just really doesn't make sense. So the trade has to be sensible. But and it could work out. We do a full trade with no cash involved. Just depends on, or in some cases, I may owe you some money. So whatever you've got, if you've got a collection of stuff or whatever, just run it by me. The worst thing that can happen is we not work it out. But at the same time, you may wind up with an incredible new drum. So I'm always open to ideas, and I'll have some videos and pictures available for you soon. Thank you.